everyone, Masofdas here with a quick video, and we're talking the PlayStation Portal. As the time of this video goes up, I think we're 5 days away from the PlayStation Portal. I do have one pre-ordered. Why I'm talking about it? We're talking about it more on the podcast once I have one in my palms. But this is a little bit more a video of like why I'm excited for it and why I'm getting one. I know I've done these videos in the past about the Steam Deck and the PSVR 2. Neither particularly went well, so you might be like, will this be third time lucky, or is this also going to fall apart as well? Why I'm getting one, obviously a fan of PlayStation and fan of new tech. Dave also mentioned the similar before on podcasts and stuff like that. You know, we've tried Stadia, he's tried Luna and all that sort of thing. So there's that side of it, for one. The other sort of reason, this is a little bit on the Steam Deck. Like when I got my Steam Deck, I'm like, this is going to be like my Switch 2 without being obviously the Switch 2. And it's like, I'm going to play games like one that's only going to be on the screen of Sea of Stars on my Steam Deck, not play it on the Switch, because it's going to look better, perform better, run better than the Switch version. And that never really ended up happening on the Steam Deck. There's a lot of indies and Japanese RPGs that I mentioned at the time of the Steam Deck. I was like, I'm going to get them on that, like Divefield Chronicles, so I'm going to get on the Steam Deck, and it's like, oh, it's 40 quid or whatever, digital on Steam Deck. I'm going to buy it on my Switch, physical, play it, finish it, trade it in, or sell it on eBay, or whatever. So it's the Steam Deck never really got used, because like, I didn't want to spend 40-50 quid, even more than that on digital games. So it just left like your 10, 15, maybe 20 quid indies like a Sea of Star, even though that's on PlayStation Plus and Game Pass and stuff. But then also, like, you get your gold points on the Nintendo Switch and all that sort of thing. And then there's obviously the ecosystem. I've never really been much of a PC gamer, and like Steam, don't really care about Steam achievements, Steam trophies, or whatever it's called that. Like, I'm currently playing Football Manager, or play a bit of Football Manager. I'm playing through the Xbox Game Pass app. One, because of Game Pass, but two, I like Xbox achievements. So that's kind of why this ties into this. Like, I like PlayStation trophies, and like, I've just done a video recently on like my 10 favourite platinum, not 10 best platinums, favourite platinums. And sure, not all the games I will get a platinum on, and you know, if you get 50% of the trophies, it doesn't really add up to anything. There is like the level system and stuff on PlayStation, but no one really cares about that. But I do like playing in that ecosystem. And like, going back recently, I'm playing like Robocop on my PlayStation, like the triggers and stuff on the DualSense over the Xbox controller and stuff like that. Really like that sort of thing. And how I use my Switch at the moment, it's a portable system, but I don't really take it anywhere. Like, if I was to go on a trip or something, a couple of years ago, I went on holiday to Brighton, like, I drove there. I wasn't playing it on the train or anything like that. So my Switch, how it gets played is primarily DOT. So Mario Wonder will get played on the TV, DOT. I will use a Pro controller. But occasionally, like, these games that are like in this video, like a Sea of Stars, like a Station are, I do like playing JRPGs like this on my handheld. I occasionally play other things like Mario Kart 8 in handheld, and I normally play them on my handheld, watching something else on my TV, would it like a kind of funny podcast, would it be the Game Mess podcast, would it be football, wrestling, various things. Like, I watch them on TV, they're like an hour, maybe a couple hours long, sort of thing. So I do play occasionally on the Switch handheld, but it is primarily DOT. And this is kind of where I view the Portal, like over this, like the Steam Deck, which is weird comparing a Portal to the Steam Deck. Is obviously, I'm going to buy Star Ocean R. Or most people buy it just after I get my Portal, or around the time of my Portal, because that's a game that's reviewed quite well, looks really good. Again, it's going to mostly perform better on PS5 than it is on Switch, look better, etc. And you also got the trophies. going back to Starfield Chronicles, that game did not look good on the Switch. I enjoyed playing it. I played a lot on handheld. That's how I wanted to play that game, but it did not look great on Switch. But on PlayStation, it would. I know the Portal screen's 1080p, not 4K or whatever, but that size, and you're still getting the remote picture of what it looks like on PS5. So yeah, it will look better. So that's how I'm gonna use the Portal, kind of like how I use my Switch and stuff. So play a Star Ocean, play a Fall of Porcupine, cool indies like that, 2D indies like that. I do like playing Portable. If you remember on the podcast, again, you may not have watched that, you might be new to the channel, I played Harmony Fall of Reverie, which is like the worst game I've played this year. But I feel, because that game is a visual novel, I think that game would have worked well on a portable system. Same with Goodbye Volcano High. I've not played that yet. Again, I think that would be great on a handheld system. So there's games like that, Star Ocean, for instance, that I think would be great on a handheld. But I still like the possibility of playing on a TV, trophies, looking better, the performance. Now, I've not tried a Portal. It's using your Wi-Fi and stuff at home to do the remote play. Maybe it'll run awful, and I'm saying all this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm trying to play Star Ocean on the thing, but like, it's really laggy. I dread to think what playing Street Fighter will be like on this. And I will try bigger games, I'll try like a Destiny 2, I have that installed. Can try out the haptics on the controllers, how does a first-person shooter play on the Portal, so we'll try other things like that. But yeah, it is weirdly mainly the indies and JRPGs, visual novels that I do enjoy playing on a handheld, like on the Switch, and like I was planning to do on the Steam Deck, but also being in like that PlayStation ecosystem and looking better. I know obviously on the Steam Deck they would look better. Star Ocean is still going to look better on the Steam Deck than, well, I was going to say, more PlayStation Portal. I don't, not PlayStation Portal, PS5, because obviously it is actually the PS5. You know what I'm trying to say, the power of like the PC and stuff like that. But again, don't want to spend 40 quid on a digital game. No, I want it physical. Still like that opportunity of physical. Now, if I was travelling more, then this would be disappointing. I know you can connect with Wi-Fi's and stuff like that. I know Greg on Kind of Funny, he uses the backbone thing and does remote plays in hotels, even these PS5s back in these house or the studio or whatever. So I know it is possible. If I was travelling all the time, then I think the Switch or the Steam Deck sort of thing, and there's other PC handhelds, would be a better option, and I would most probably be still have a Steam Deck and using it often, sort of thing. Like, oh, I'm going on the go, I will download Star Ocean, it's worth that. But as I'm mainly like at home, sat on the couch or sofa or chair or whatever, gamer, playing mainly on TV, where I only want to play occasionally on the handheld, I think this will work pretty well for me. Again, once it comes, it should be in about 4 or 5 days from when this is going up. I got got it in my hands, seeing how it feels, how big or small that screen is, what's the screen compared like to the OLED of the Switch, that sort of thing. Maybe my opinion changed, maybe, I'm suddenly now playing Star Ocean R and play it all handheld for 40 hours, whatever it is, and just, you guys are surprised when we do the podcast, or even from the first trailer in here of the Portal itself, like, I'm playing Horizon on a Portal or something for a bit. I don't know, like, I've never really played, like, I'm going to compare it to Zelda's, you not want my opinion on the game, but I've never really played games like that, or when like Doom came to the Switch and people were like, oh yeah, I can play Doom on the go. I've never really played them as a handheld. To me, they are on TV game experiences. I'm not to like diminish JRPGs or visual novels and stuff like that. I just think those sort of games, just the art style and the turn-based nature, work better in a handheld. That's mostly growing up with like a Pokemon and stuff on Game Boy and DS or whatever, so I still think of those sort of games on there. Like, 2D Mario, like I played a little bit of Wonder on the handheld because I think that works well. May play some Sackboy on Portable because of that being a platformer. I think certain genres work well on that handheld system. Again, Sackboy's got levels and stuff. Could, watch something else on TV, play some few levels and stuff like that. So yeah, I have a little bit of a ramble here in the end. Sorry about that, Matt. But yeah, I am kind of excited to get my hands on the Portal. And again, I think you can use it as like a regular controller. It's kind of a third PlayStation controller, even though quite a big one. Sort of thing as well. Yeah, but anyway, I've been Masofdas. Are you getting a Portal? Or are you not getting Portal? Why aren't you getting one? Is it the price? You don't think you'll use it? You're happy with your Switch, your Steam Deck, or whatever. Anyway, we'll see you again.